Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, whom I respect. I'm Zafira Syara Aziza, a student majoring in Communication Science at Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta University. First of all, I would like to thank you for the opportunity given to me and Prof. Suciati to submit the result of the research I have conducted with the title Empathic Communication of Employers with Domestic Helpers in Realizing Work Comfort. Okay, the background of this research is that empathy communication has a vital role in building good communication, including the employer and helper relationship. Some people argue that families often employ helpers, especially after having children and both working, to help with household activities such as ensuring cleanliness and tidiness of the house and other helper will like live with their employers, have a more intense interaction, but are not free from problems that are often caused by misunderstanding, different in expectation, lack of communication, or worse, when there is a lack of open dialogue to resolve problem correctly, ultimately making the working relationship tense and unproductive. Uh, some example cases of empathy communication. Not all are good and not all are bad. First, a helper named Rahima received cruel treatment from her employer. Rahima's employer didn't appreciate her work, could not understand her feeling, and even turned Rahima. The absence of empathic communication from the employer made Rahima feel burned. In the end, Rahima was saved by resident from her employer's treatment. A better situation was experienced by Erliani, a 13 years old child who had become a domestic helper. Erliani employer has good empathic communication skill and fully support her. So she considered Erliani like her child. Sometimes problems come amid intimacy. An employer who is impatient, uneasy, inconsiderate, and unable to support the helper will make the relationship between the two patient parties disharmonious. This will make the atmosphere of the house uncomfortable. If the employer cannot provide empty communication, it means that she is a person who tends to be selfish. Okay, the method in this research is I use descriptive qualitative research approach and collected data using in-depth interview technique. Furthermore, I took informant with a purposive sampling technique. The data collected was then analyzed using interactive qualitative analysis. In the end, it must pass the collect the data validity test with the search triangulation technique to get valid data. This research use empathy communication by paying attention to its six dimension. The informant chosen are three pairs of employers and helpers who live in the same house. The result and discussion. First dimension is interest in the communicant point of view. The first pair state that MR paid attention to the action taken by conducting open communication so that LA felt comfortable. As for the other two pairs, they tend to pay limited attention. Maintaining communication and creating an open communication space can foster mutual respect and appreciation. Second, a patient attitude of not interrupting the conversation. All informant pairs showed different tendencies in controlling patient when listening. In pair 1, MR could listen to LA until the end without cutting the conversation, so LA felt appreciated and open. In contrast to the other two pairs, who were impatient when listening, being by being unresponsive and leaving the conversation. One of the characteristic of people who don't have a politeness is that they are impatient when cutting off the conversation of their interlocutors. This can lead to misunderstanding. Okay, next, a calm demeanor despite capturing the expression of strong emotion. Individuals who can control emotion will help socialize and interact with others to encourage a comfortable atmosphere. In the first pair, who can become when they find the helper's mistake. And as for the other two pairs, the employers tend to get emotional to the point that the helper is afraid and harbors feeling. Next, being prejudice free or non-evaluative. Pairs were prejudice-free. However, in the WWSB pairs, WW's employers often judge SP's work without understanding the context, which made her afraid to express her views and close communication. Employers who are prejudice-free, non-evaluative, and able to communicate effectively will impact good relationship with helpers. This will also increase self-confidence to that they can work at their highest abilities, which affect positive work outcomes. Next, alert attitudes to choose or suggestion request cues. The first page show and sensitivity to nonverbal cues by being questioned when responding to the helper. As for the other two pairs, they tended to be insensitive. Having good awareness and sensitivity will have a positive impact, such as increasing the work of helpers because they are comfortable at work. Sensitivity can foster social attitudes such as empathy, social care, self-awareness, and respect for others. The last is an understanding attitude dimension. The first pair shows complete understanding to the helper so that the helper does not feel a heavy workload and is enthusiastic about working. The other pair tended not to show understanding and hurt the helper. The employer puts a heavy workload on employees, and understanding is limited to work only. Excessive professionalism is also improper. Individuals can avoid extreme apathy and active attitudes to portion time lives correctly. The lack of emotional understanding makes helpers uncomfortable and difficult. Okay, the conclusion in this research is this study shows empathic communication that occurs in the employer and helper relationships. The first pair has shown empathic communication as a whole. This is demonstrated by various attitudes such as passion, calm, free of prejudice, understanding, attention, and alertness. However, there is still something to be improved, especially for employees WW and AI, but need to improve their patient calmness and other aspect of empathic communication. Okay, that's the explanation what that I can convey. I will really accept input, criticism, and suggestion from ladies and gentlemen. I'm Zafira Syara Aziza said goodbye. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.